Hello, and welcome back to DW Live, the mod stream special with my man, Tom P.
Hey, how you going?
Sweet. Tom is our senior executive vice president.
Lead
awesome.
player experience manager.
Yeah, that's the one. And I'm that guy that seems to turn up and think there'd be food here every week. So, how are we all doing? Can you hear us? Good start. Anyone in chat? Yes.
Denied.
Hi Jordan. Hi Tom. Yeah. Anyone? Anyone? Tribuni, please. Yes. Sweet. Great. Just double checking. Excellent. Tom, why don't you tell us what today's stream is about today, bud?
It's quite hard, really. The name isn't really that obvious.
Yeah.
Nah, seriously, it's all about mods for Warhammer 2.
And by mod, you do mean Ministry of Defence
No.
collaborates with Warhammer 2.
No, fool. It's about game modifications. Things that people do within the community. They see parts of the game and they're like, I can make that better, or I just want to cheat, and they just create a mod and they can make it happen.
Awesome. So, with that in mind,
Yes.
you've picked some mods out for us.
Yes. Do
Not-
we want to just go all out right now, or should we introduce them bit by bit?
What would you like to do? You've seen we've got little cutouts available, so you can do them as you're
Yeah.
going through the gameplay, or you can talk now and be like, I've picked 5, give it a little intro,
Well,
little
let's
flavour text.
Let's just get in the game,
Okay.
and because that's what people want to see. They want to see gameplay, and we'll
Gameplay.
talk through stuff. as
Where
go
are we
along.
today, if they can't already tell? We are at the, I believe this is called the Ether Peak. The dwarf.
Karazakarak.
But yeah, we are playing Thorgrim. Do you know my original first campaign on Warhammer 1?
Same.
Thorgrim. No,
Yeah. I remember.
So good. So good. Do you just want me to play and you talk?
Yeah, so let's play
then?
through, and I guess we'll show off one mod real quick and easy. It's like one of my personal must-have mods. I always play with this because it's so simple, and that is the UI icons for the buildings.
Sweet. You know where the button is.
Oh yeah.
Go get it, lads.
Boom.
Go get it.
Wait. Building progress icons. So we got
Boom.
some details. Building progress icons 2. So this was actually out for the very first Warhammer game, and the great authors behind it created it for the second game too, with all the extra factions. You can see all the names on the screen. Lots of people. It's a bit of a collaboration. Great dudes. And essentially, what this mod does is, it's hard to tell here. It'd probably be easier.
Like the ones that
yeah.
are there.
So the idea is, as you progress up each tier, the icons show off some of that extra information, show you how well developed it is just through the icon.
Yeah.
Super simple.
I say I'm showing this and I realise that the thing is actually across where I'm putting the mouse. Whoopsie. Sorry, guys.
Your system was supposed to be foolproof.
Look, it was foolproof if you chose anything other than the left hand of the screen. So yeah, it's
Okay.
so this one is Spartan VI HN and Yorhach,
Yes.
an aesthetic mod. And yeah, you can just. I think it says in the mod brief that it's a mixture of reuse of some art as well as art they've made themselves.
So what they do is they take the icons that we produce. So in the vanilla game, you have like one icon for the entire tier of buildings. And what we've done, what they've done is they've kind of tried a way of taking that artwork and within the style of the game, make it look like it tiers up. Yeah, it's super simple, but it's just an aesthetic that I really like.
Yeah. So like this one, you can see the towers are added on just a little bit.
Yeah.
And the bit stays the same, then the gate gets a little bit bigger and there's a dwarf haze over it, and then that bit goes a bit more, and then there's some dwarf wings and it gets a bit bigger and so on. It's the small things, isn't it? It's the small things. And with that, we do need to decide what we're making. Oh, gem mine. That was a hard decision. Done. We need money.
I'd say by now you should know your first few turns of dwarfs
Yes,
by heart.
I absolutely do. We'll take this gimme battle quickly. That's fine. I mean, everyone's been here before, so I really don't know what more to say about it. You can see it's been so long since we played Mortal Empires, it's giving us all beginning UI.
Rip the miners though, mate.
We want blasting
It's
charges.
the same with the Empire first turn. It's like bye-bye spearman.
Yeah.
Mortar resolve in this.
Those guys are always going to die. Sauce. I am just going to turn visor frequency to minimal. Fantastic. I think blood's already off. Great stuff. Yeah, see, I forget forging and oath gold and all this is in it. Let's say hi to chat as well.
Yeah.
Hello everyone in chat. Tribuni, Rodzilla. Hello. God, now I've forgotten everyone's names. Crikey. Who else is about? Great Mango. I think I saw you there somewhere. Yeah. How's it going? Dimmers and Gears and Comdad. Hi, everyone. Hello, all. Yeah. There we go. Hi. Cyber Sniper. What's up, buddy? Anchors Martius. Hey. Is Cohen Census here somewhere? Cephalock. Go on. Everyone in YouTube chat. What's going on? Hey Luke. Hey Raptorman. King of the Dead. Is that ever chosen King of the Dead? What are you doing loitering around here? Get out of it.
Well,
right, lovely.
with all that out of the way, that's the stream over.
Yeah, it's done. That's it. And we're off air. Great. Goodbye. So really, I've put some buildings in to upgrade for you. We've done that. We've thrown him back.
Level up Thorgrim.
Yeah, right. So this is second point, or do you want to wait till level 5?
Oh, we can talk about it now. Let's get this out the way. So the next one is boom.
There it is.
Skill points mod. So there's a lot of people like to level up their heroes super quick.
Damn it. Keep talking. I forgot my coffee.
You forgot your. Hold the fort.
Yes.
So
I will leave this.
so a lot of people really like leveling up their heroes super quick, especially like those guys who have like 3 or 4 laws of magic, and you just want to invest as many skill points as you want. And there's so many of these mods out, ones which will give you 999 points on the very first level up. But what I like about this mod is it just keeps everything balanced. So, like, one of the effects of some of these skill point mods is that you have to then get a skill point mod, like point dump, which is like a whole new skill on this screen here, which you just throw all these extra points in because you've got so many extra points because it's completely not balanced.
Right.
But what I like about this one is every 5 levels you get an extra point, and then I think every 10 levels you get another point. So it's just kind of a nice little reward to give you a few more skill points to invest in some of those skills which normally you might not invest in because you've got to pick and choose.
Because this is milestone to only levels every 5 levels?
Yeah, 5, but you also get an extra bonus at level 10.
Ah, right. So every 5 and then bonuses are 10. So I'd say most of my characters at the end of a long campaign are what, level 40?
Yeah.
50?
Well, depends. I mean,
like eventually they've just got everything.
If you throw them away, like, maybe not.
Yeah.
But the other thing to bear in mind is, like, towards the end of the campaign, you've got so many buildings that are leveling up your heroes on recruit. So usually that just gives you a couple more extra points on those like when you recruit these new laws, like mid-late game. So yeah, that's why I wanted this one, because I really like it. It's a balance. A lot of the mods that I like to do, like Spotlight and stuff, are things where it doesn't completely annihilate the intent of the original design. It's just additive to it.
It complements it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I like this. Some characters you really do rely on with other campaigns. I think it's important sometimes to be able to get a bit more out of them necessarily, or like not just have one mega lord. Sometimes it's like your tertiary, just random guy that turns out to be really quintessential in the way you play him and stuff like that.
But the other thing to remember as well is, like, mods, like I would always say, play the game completely vanilla first. Mods are really good though for if you're like in your 6th, 7th campaign. We always see on Reddit like, 1,000 hours in, like still playing the game. That's where mods come in. It just tweaks it, keeps it a little bit fresh. In a way that might not necessarily be balanced. It may not be something that everybody wants to experience because it's quite a personal thing. But yeah, that's why I like this mod, because it's great for me. Some people might like I want max level. Right,
I actually seen there, I think it was someone just asked in the chat, if you just press it once, there you go. How do I install a mod?
Okay,
Is it worth touching on this? Is it worth alt-tabbing out?
Let's hit end turn, and I can talk through
I've just done one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, sorry, you didn't notice the 5 minutes passed by between.
No.
There we go. So it's because
Okay.
you're so fluently into it. Tell you what, let me quickly bash
guys,
these
sorry,
guys.
when I started about mods, sometimes I'll keep on going.
It's all right, Tom, it's fine. We've got a 2-hour stream, mate.
Well, yeah,
10 minutes left to go.
Committed now.
All right, sweet. Here we go. Pillars of Grongi taken. Right, so I'll take that. I'll do a quick save.
Yes.
Mod stream. Sweet. That's wrong, but fine. And then, do you want me to come out to menu or like completely quit out?
Are we okay to go on Steam?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. What?
In terms
Oh,
of
you mean all my giant, really non-consensual collection of... No, it's fine. Can I alt-tab?
Yeah.
Or do I need to close the game to do
so
it? So
what you can
Steam.
do, so you go into Steam.
This is my Steam, everyone. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, God.
It's fine.
So if you scroll down, then we have Workshop here. Browse the Workshop.
Workshop. Going to go onto it. Here we are.
Here we go. Actually, while we're here, a Natural Selection 2 mod that I've just seen looks really cool. But let's just click on that.
Should we peruse it?
Yeah, so
Let's
the idea
peruse.
behind this mod will be at the start of every campaign, you have the choice to tweak all of the playable factions, make them a little bit more powerful or less powerful, just to kind of show how it will just basically affects the balance of them. It's kind of a cool concept.
I like that.
I need to check it out. But let's just say you guys are like, oh, this looks cool. I want to check this out. All you literally have to do is on Steam, scroll down and hit subscribe. But before you do, and this is really important, and every modder out there is probably like laughing their head off when I say this, read the description. Mods can break the game. Mods can have unforeseen consequences.
But
there may be instructions. Always read the description.
But I'm a busy metropolitan man, Tom. I don't have time to read or take things in. I want my stuff now.
Well, it's fine, but if there's a bug because you haven't read your mod description, don't...
Well, that's not my fault, Tom. That's your fault. It's your fault that I didn't take the time to read. No, okay. I jest. The things. To be fair, as a good example, Tom gave me a load of stuff to install and do for this stream.
Yep.
I simply read the instructions on each one,
yeah,
and they went on. The big one I'd say is dependencies.
So yeah, and actually this is a really good example of this. So if you scroll up, on the right-hand side, it says required items. Now that can include DLCs. So sometimes like a modder might create a mod for a specific DLC, like, I don't know, Bretonia as a faction, and you might need that. So those are only on there. But you can require other mods. So because this uses a custom menu, you need the UI modding. The UI modding framework.
Yep.
And that needs
the mod configuration tool. Well, in this case, it does.
Yeah, they all need each other. And
but look here. Basically, look here. Hit subscribe, and then look there.
What you can do is you can click on that, and it will take you to the mod page, and you can subscribe to that, so it keeps it nice and easy.
And then, see, I want to kind of close it down because I want to show the launcher.
Oh yeah.
Shall I? It's fine. It doesn't take that long to reboot.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool. Sorry, guys.
These guys are like, we wanted to see gaming.
Just
stuff,
for the sake
menus.
of the one person that asked, and I'm going to find you wherever you are. Brick128. There you go, buddy. You're getting the full rundown. That's fine with me. Right, so I'm launching Warhammer 2. It's the usual. The TW launcher comes up. So we're on the Warhammer 2 page, and
click the mod
manager. Bam, and here we go. And it can show you everything that I've got running right now.
So generally by default, everything is fine and good to go. You shouldn't need to do anything else, like just make it active.
So I've already turned these on.
Yeah.
But you can do that. It's got an order of loading. It says status. It's got a giant tick next to it.
There's a lot of stuff with load order, but I really wouldn't mess around with that unless you know what you're doing. Quite often, our modding community, they're really organised, and they'll build dependencies into the way that they build their mods. So generally speaking, you can leave that to it. Just play. You get a message popping up, and it'll be like, mods can have a negative impact on your experience. Read it once, and then play.
Yeah, was it.
Easy.
It was it. I think it's a lot scarier than it actually seems, because if I was to go back again and be like, yo, shall I play with 15, 20 mods layered in? Hell yeah. New game all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Enough to think it. So Brick128, don't you dare be ashamed, buddy. That's fine. There you go. It's a lot simpler than it seems. I don't think Steam Workshop is necessarily explained that well for what it is.
No, and also there's different ways it can be used. Different games have different versions of the workshop.
Yeah, so exactly. But that's it. So that's how we got our 5 mods for today running, which is cool. We'll just load back in again. We're back on track, everyone. Don't you worry. Although when I'm driving, you should know it's fairly slow, so we're not that surprised, are we? It's fine. It's cool.
Cool. I see someone try to put some shade on this and say Cajun's Mod Manager is better. I will say Cajun's Mod Manager is a really great tool. Had a good couple of chats with him in the past. If for some reason our Mod Manager isn't working for you, we're working on that, but Cajun's Mod Manager is definitely something worth checking out as well.
I think simply other mod managers are available.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is fine. That's cool.
Believe it or not, we're all on the same side. Whatever is the best experience for you, that's the best thing about modding. You just pick and choose until you find something that works.
I personally like keeping everything in one place, but and I think for the majority of anyone just starting or entering into that kind of fray, probably simpler to use our launcher.
Yeah, ours is probably the best.
There's no force about it. Do what you like.
Until you found your feet.
So we're going to occupy this space. There's a Grungy. Lovely stuff.
Your Dowie have been put to work fixing.
Go away. Go away. Right, sweet. See, I feel like I'm multiplayer. I've been getting a really nice kind of dwarven setup recently.
Okay.
Like, have you played much multiplayer?
No,
in
I'm one of
recent days,
those guys.
Tom?
I have a bit of like multiplayer anxiety. I'm so used to just building my big multiple stacks and campaign, full dwarven line, and then the whole army of like supporting artillery and just taking it easy. Really, it's pretty intense multiplayer. I love watching it. Everchosen was really good watch.
Yeah, man, double new finalists this year as well. I only just caught up, like, I kind of skimmed it this morning, but I hadn't really asked other than what Tom had sent me. And Hallie Nally? Hallie Nally and cool for Felcon for getting through, because he's played for a few years now and got in, so that was great. Just seeing as well here, like, I'm noticing UI downgrades as well instead, so it doesn't start there and just stay as there. Like, even just the little surrounds and stuff, that's really cool. That's a nice shout. And that is one of the... Are all these mods applicable across every single race in Vortex and Mortal Empires?
This one definitely is.
So, yeah, well, this one, for the sake of that, remember, these guys, go check them out. Awesome mod, 13,000. It says 34,000 now, I realise. That's wrong. I think it's meant to be 13,000, but, you know.
You sure? Maybe.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Maybe you're looking at unique visitors. I'll look at my
I tried to do subscribers. I thought that was like downloads. You know what I mean?
I'll sort it out. Don't worry.
I can see. I can see that Javi,
134,000 current subscribers.
Oh, I was right. Huh. I take it all back. It's very, very, very popular. But I see Javi there saying that Turn Time Destroyer is a good mod. Yeah, could definitely understand that for people that really want to enjoy Mortal Empires. That's cool. Anyway, I'll carry on playing, mate. Sorry, you crack on. Do whatever. Although I do think we just need to take another turn at this point. Yeah, sweet. Yep, awesome.
Well, it is end turn.
Ah, right, yeah. Notice this button, everybody. I'm going to decline all diplomacy.
Yeah, so this is another great mod, like by Marthenal. Had loads of great chats with this modder in the past. In fact, he was one of the guys who worked on the island battles just as we kind of announced our own.
No, really?
Yes.
As if. That's crazy.
Kind of reached out to the guy beforehand to be like, hey, love your work, just so you know, heads up. And that's why we gave him a shout out on the DLC kind of announce like blog.
Oh, that's so nice. Stuff. Yeah. That's lovely.
Because it's really cool. Like, does great work. And, you know, this is another great piece that he does. He always does, again, these quality of life things. Usually at this point in the campaign, diplomacy is a lot more active. You're quite happy because you're trying to, obviously, with the dwarfs, you want all the various dwarfs to come up with you. Usually because in your turn, they're like, I'm not trading with you. And then you hit in turn, and they're like, hey, do you want to trade?
Yeah.
So it's like, now it's a good one, but, you know, later on, mid-campaign, later campaign, like, where it's basically, you know what, Manfred, I'm sick and tired of you constantly asking for peace. I'm going to wipe you out, you undead scum. You just hit that button and he's never going to bother you.
And I guess in many ways that is a form of turn time optimization.
Yeah.
Because you're blocking messages coming up every time.
Yeah,
so.
and also, like, at home, what I often do is I'll, like, hit end turn on Mortal Empires and go, right, I'm going to go to the toilet now while I end turn. I come back and the first person who's turned after me has said, hey, do you want a non-aggression pact? Wasted time. Wasted time.
That's annoying. Okay, give us a front line of miners, Tom, and then I'm going to push us to Mount Squighorn.
Okie dokie.
Done. Going to fly through. Cool. Nice and quick. What I did forget, because it was that long ago now, it wasn't long after I started that I don't know what it was called, but like the Slayer update or whatever it was, the Dwarves update where forging got added. Oh, was it the Forge update?
Yeah.
In fact, fun with forging. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's just really cool. I wish that was more of that. The whole, like, holding on to what you get and then being able to make it into other stuff, like Ulfgoil coming in. Like, my computer can't handle Mortal Empires very well anymore, so I only get to play Vortex.
Okay.
So I forget about all the reworks, like the Counts rework, the Bretonnia rework, the Dwarves rework. It's like they've added enough reworks that it's a whole new game and Warhammer 1 plus Warhammer 2. Like, just sweet.
Yeah, and actually the Oath Gold and that crafting one, that was actually also a mod beforehand by good modders. God, I'm trying to remember who worked on it now. Vandy was the guy that I remember working on it. And again, that was a situation where, like, tried to give them a heads up. It was just a bit before I started, so I kind of caught the tail end of it all. But again, it's good to see that, like, the designers here and the modders are coming up with similar ideas on how they can make the game better.
Vandy
and Jump Flamingo. Cool. Thanks very much, Zombie Flanders. Another modder. Great
Zombie Fland.
I recognise all these names from the Discord. Which
Helly doodly.
And I should say, like, whilst you're carrying on,
yeah,
crack
in, man, crack in.
the modding community for Turtle Warhammer is
I love that.
absolutely fantastic. Like, there's all helping each other out. There's putting out resources. Like, there's very much this mentality of like, oh, I figured something out. Everybody, look how I did it.
Yeah.
You know, it's very much sharing stuff instead of hoarding. And there's a really good Discord run by Kataf, Crinsos, a whole load of other people. So I guess I can stop. It's God.
You can
CNC Discord. How can I put in?
You can post it in the chat. We're not signed into YouTube. You can do the Twitch chat.
Okay, cool. So this is one of the guys, Vandy.
Sarif Ammon is correct. I do need glasses. Good chat. I also just go very near the screen a lot. But yeah, just go in wherever.
Okay,
we are allowed to put links.
Okay,
unless you'd rather look it up in the browser and then post it across.
No, it's fine. I've got it here.
You go in, mate.
So Vandy has recently just created this cool page. He put a post on Reddit about it today, actually, and it's got a load of resources, guides for scripting. It's really early days, so feedback is always good. Like, chat to him, but it's also got a link to the Discord where you can go and, like, honest to God, it's a fantastic Discord. They've got resources, people to chat in. They've got various channels to say, hey, you're new to modding, like, tell us what you want to do. Yeah, like, it's cool. So there's a link in Twitch chat.
What's going on? Amazing. Done it, Tom. I've got the Silver Road, buddy.
Sweet.
Is it worth, on that point, as I take somewhere that... So this area, this T here, usually will be very nasty in about 15, 20 turns, when all the Yellow Eye tribe and the rest of these boys all pummel down here. But then these boys decide the actual green screens pummel up from down here as well, or just undermine into your valley. Good times. But this button right here, abandon, selected.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily use this button in this scenario.
Oh no, not right now. Would you rather me take somewhere to then get rid of it so we can use it?
Yeah, let's take somewhere in the Badlands.
Okay, sweet.
You wouldn't
want
want to.
Sorry.
But yeah, that is another mod. Jumping the gun.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
It's only 23 minutes past. We've got.
It feels like we're moving at pace.
Should have got more mods.
Pace. We can get early finish here. Let's see. Surely
so chat. Yes, I'm aware of SFO. It's a really big overhaul. We'll probably do more roundabout overhauls at some point in the future. Like, I'm hoping we can do more stuff like this, more blogs, all things like that. Just like this is kind of a bit of a taster session, so I thought I'd throw kind of the little ones that maybe some people hadn't heard of before, or ones which are just kind of cool quality of life for people who are new to modding. Also, I saw people mention Mixu's Legendary Lords. Absolutely love them. Again, we gave him a bit of a plug with the most recent DLC, because he did one of the, I think it was actually Marcus Wolfhart. He did like a version of that, and I want to give him a shout out because it was really good work that he did there. So yes, have seen his mods. Probably give him a spotlight at some point, hopefully. Just depends on how we can fit into the busy schedule of you guys.
We'll find a way. We will find a way. It's not a problem. Right, there's a turn.
Okay.
That's cool. No, I liked that you went for because we were talking about it before when you're just like, do you think these are all okay? Like, is there anything there? And I didn't really have an opinion or to it. I personally, I find it very hard to enjoy our games until after the campaign is finished. So like I played Chash. I played.
When you press quit game, it's like woof.
No, the marketing campaign.
Oh.
Once we're not working on it here, then like 2 weeks later, I'll be like, right, okay, now I'll give a go to Hunter and Beast or whatever. But by that point, I'm not being like, I wonder if anyone's updating mods for this, or like could do mods with it. Because really, if you're going to be that time behind, that gives all the creators time to catch up to the latest update. Then you can put them all in and use them again, and like, yeah, it would be good. Because all these ones I would use. Specifically, everything you've chosen is good.
Yeah, these are cool little
There's
ones.
Nothing so big that I wouldn't put these in basically any campaign, which I like a lot.
Because some of them like massively change the experience up, and sometimes that can be quite jarring. So it's always worth, again, that's why I said read the description, see what other people are saying, chat to the modder. Like, it's always good to have that dialogue.
Quite a lot of them are online as I was doing all the checks yesterday. Like it is in Steam, so it will just link you to their Steam account. That's cool. Useful. This. Oh, we got an edict. Of course we have. Wait, I could save some money. Or do I just go straight to growth and trade?
Or always go growth.
Yeah,
always
right.
go growth.
You've got it. Well, I was going to say construction, but we're rich. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
also,
fine.
the icon, you got 1 spanner there.
But what?
Yeah.
2 spanners? What? 2 detailed spanners?
Just got
What?
this image of like in this workshop, you've got a dwarf and he's just sitting there sad with 1 spanner.
Yeah.
And then the next time it's like, ah.
2 spanners. And by the end, he's got monkey wrenches. He's got an apron. He looks great.
Yeah, I've seen all these people mentioning these mods. Like they're all really good, all good mods. The GCCM, Unique Faction Capitals. It's all about adding.
What?
I recognise that.
What?
Is that Gotrek?
Is it?
I just heard Brian Blessed's beautiful voice in my ears.
No,
Or was it Thorgrim?
Thorgrim.
Oh no.
Well, man.
All dwarfs
aren't
sound the same. They all sound the same.
I don't really want to bring that onto the stream, Tom. Don't make me send you to the toilet. You can have a good hard look at yourself in the mirror.
I was actually talking about mods. Yeah, it was the Unique Faction Capitals. So there's a really the GCCM team. Like there's a group of modders who are making custom maps and then assigning them to the very specific capitals. Really cool stuff. It's great because there's obviously limited resources when we can't make a unique map for every single settlement on the campaign map. It's just ridiculous amount, but it's great to know that the modders can supplement that with the various things they do, and also they don't have to worry about balance and all that other stuff.
So I do think sometimes it is just like when I originally looked at it, Empire had an overwhelming amount of mods compared to anyone else.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. So do I play Empire just for the sake of it seems like people want me to have an amazing experience with these guys, but don't really care about a lot of the other guys, and that just comes from the army you grew up with, doesn't it? Like who you love, what you want to do, and that was really cool. Even little bits like the buildings changing as they level up on the map and growing more. So look how big Karak is. It's massive, and all the dwarf things have it's got waterfalls behind it, and it's got loads of cool stuff, and why would you not want this? Draymar, look at that, the water features. It's cool.
Apparently I'm in the great book because of my comment about dwarf voices.
Whoa! the Great Northern Grudge. Do I take this on? What is this? Enemy forces. People have been giving me grief about my handling of quest battles.
Okay.
I still stand by it's broken. Just saying it,
Okay.
right? It was the Nakai or the something quest battle.
Oh, is that the one where you have multiple attacks?
Yeah, and the AI one just couldn't hold its own, and even if I rushed people there immediately, it just didn't save it, and I really
It
lost
is
my,
hard.
I
It
lost
is
my
hard.
stuff.
It is hard. But I quite like that one because you don't play that like a normal Total War pitch field battle. It's all about, from what I remember playing, initially it's all about doing a tactical retreat to that first point, covering yourself as you retreat, and then
Sure it is.
holding up fort.
That's absolutely what I did, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You nailed it. That's what happened. Oh man, I'm out of money. What?
What was that? Someone on YouTube said maybe do the settlement trading mod. That was actually one of the ones on my hot list.
I love settlement trades.
Yeah.
They're just so important. Because this basically, I think I was having to do a first game rundown with one of our new CPs, Dom, and he was like, regardless of what anyone says, what do you think is the most important thing to do at the start of any game? And I was like, in Warhammer, blue button, in 3K, pretty much the same. I was like, get the region first.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what if my ally owns part of the region that I need to control and I don't want to go to all of them? I was like, great question, Tom. Great question. Yeah, funny that.
Yeah.
Really helps when you can region trade.
Yeah, so with the region trading mod and actually the abandoned region mod, because it's a community thing, it's not fully integrated into the game. So for example, the AI won't abandon regions and the AI can't really make use of the trading. So it's very much for the player. And sometimes if that's something that really bothers you, that's great. But yeah, that's one of the freedoms of mods. I've made a few mods of my own in my time, and the freedom is it's I don't have to care if it doesn't work, or if there's glitches. It's kind of well, I made it in my own time, so
well, I'm not at work, so I don't need to do much more on this. I believe the boy, whoever done it, what was this guy's name? Maranthil.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had a Force Confederation mod as well. on the go. There was a big list of other things he had done.
Yeah.
And again, that struck me as like, yes, I need that. Like, when someone of my race is getting crushed and I could save their cool legendary lord, but they won't confederate with me to save their lives. Like,
yeah.
That didn't make sense.
There's a couple like that, yeah. I'll see if I can find out. So yeah, he does some really good ones. Drunk Flamingo is also like a really good modder for Warhammer. He's gone out into Thrones and 3K as well, but he does a lot of like cool scripty stuff, and does like really cool little tweaks. Again, basically the mods that I love. He does one where Chaos Rifts, they produce little small stacks of Chaos armies. So the idea is like the regions are harder to retake and all that stuff.
That's cool. Like it bleeds into the Chaos realm a bit. Yeah, little lore cool. Things like that are always cool. Actually, I just got a Master Engineer. Huzzah!
Yeah, I mean, like I could keep on doing shoutouts all day, but chat's doing both YouTube and Twitch chat are just doing all the shoutouts.
Yeah, YouTube chat's lit up today. This is great.
Like the mod scene is just awesome. I love it.
Oh man, look, Marcus Rashford's in the chat. The Man United striker. That's great. Thanks for turning up, buddy. Come out of training. Is someone saying Sparty's in the chat as well? Is the big Italian stallion himself turned up somewhere? I can't see his name. Maybe he's about. Sorry, yeah. Well, I've done two grudge throws. I've done two quarrelers. Like, do I just fill out the roster pretty much?
I get some more quarrelers.
Right, like
some range to do damage.
Probably a one anti-large artillery piece. Good rest of line. Hammer is next to the king.
Yep.
What do you want? One space left for the engineer. Done. He'll go in next turn.
Where are you going to go? North or south?
Up there to the ambush, I think.
So I normally rush Mount Gambad because it's got the...
Do you want to ignore it and go straight north? Because, before they get too big. That's when you've got to crush greenskins before they take hold.
Well,
and
it's
get
more
too
for
big.
the unique resource there because it's got
it's got idols.
No. If you select it, I'm sure if it's maybe it's the unique building, the pillar. I think it's got like it's a special type of mine.
Unique building chain. Okay.
I can't remember what it is, but it's basically the linchpin of my economy.
Okay, damn. All right.
I think
it's a little fringe map. I love these. Like all the different bits between the mountains is so cool. It makes them. I just love being in the mountains. Take me back.
Mountains, Gandalf.
Yeah.
That's it. Brightstone mine.
Thank you, chat. Spam. Right, is that the turn done? Oh, did I not even? Sorry. Is that decline diplomacy? Because I can. Thanks,
you might want to do diplomacy in your turn.
Whoops. Undecline. Oh no, we'll do it only in our turn. If I don't talk to you, I'm not interested. That's how this is working.
You're the High King. Like you do the diplomacy, right?
Thank you. Good point. What else is chat saying? What we got? We've got loads going on.
I guess I could talk a little bit more. If you guys go on to total.com FAQ, there is a mod section. So this is more for the guys who don't know anything about modding. Just answer some simple questions. So we've already gone through some of them. Like one that we have is like our mod safe, because this idea of
God's that some diplomacy. Oh,
no.
Whoops.
The mod works. The mod works.
Yeah.
So yeah, our mod safe. People, because there's this idea like mods are created by people, not by companies, so they could be dodgy, right? Well, the good thing about a mod is, generally speaking, it's done through official tools like the assembly kit. It's within the scope of the game, so it's much more safe than, say, downloading a pack file, which is the name of the mod file, off like a random web page. Like when you do it through the workshop, it's all kind of part of a nice, safe system. So generally speaking, the worst that a mod will do is crash a game, but then you just unsubscribe and you carry on playing. Nice and simple. You can use more than one mod at a time. The more mods that you have working together, the more likely you're going to see weird stuff happening. The Warhammer mod scene is really good because the authors will talk to each other and make sure that, so my mod does this and your mod does this, and some people on my mod have said that this happens, so we'll work together and figure out a way so our mods are compatible. But you can't support compatibility with every other mod. Like there's going to be a point where you have conflicts. So yeah, more mods is great, but just bear in mind if you've got mod lists like in the 30 plus range, you're more likely to encounter issues.
That seems to make sense to me.
You just cut back a bit.
Oh, look, Tom Hawkins 5's in the chat. Here he is. Good times. I believe he sent in a message actually about modding.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he used to work here or something.
It's not as good as this Tom, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
better Tom. Found a better replacement now.
Better Tom.
He's taller and everything. It's great.
Other Tom. That's actually that's my alias is Other Tom, because I said, oh, we've already got Tom, so you can't be CA Tom. I was like, oh, alright, fine, I'll be CA Other Tom then.
Some other Tom's gonna come in and then be like, "Can I be Other Tom?" Ooh, sorry, there's a queue on that one. Okay, did decline diplomacy this time.
Okay.
Got Stoneheart coming to me with a military access and 600 gold. Screw it.
What?
Yeah, man.
I don't accept military access.
Dwarven brethren.
I guess so, yeah.
Dying
fair play.
breed. The dwarves died out because they didn't like each other more. That's the law, right?
Don't they seal themselves in? I think that's what they do. They seal the holes.
Yeah. They just like keep.
It's like when
yeah.
you're a kid and like you're angry with everyone. So I'm going home.
Yeah. I'm gonna close my fort door and no one's coming in anymore. Bro.
If you listen carefully in the mountains, you can hear a dwarf having a strop.
Yeah. Give it. All right. So we got dispute. A reckoner's approach requiring guidance on how to settle a dispute between clans. Ownership of a mine.
Well, I'm going to just say this. Greybeards prospectors, they are so far away.
Yeah, they'll die, won't they?
Yeah. Get your free money.
Oh, give it to the loyalists. That's bad, isn't it? Okay, we are going to go for a bit of public order. Oh, can't do that yet. Needs to be level 2. Oh, we just got to wait a moment. It's fine. I'll do it here instead. Bit of public order, a bit of ale. That's so unfair that their public order bonus also produces like beer. I mean, it makes sense so much, but they get tradable resource when everyone else gets nothing but the public order.
It's because it's dwarf beer.
Yeah,
it's the best. I remember when I went to visit the HQ for GW, and they've got like a little bar there with the little Bugman's Brewery.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll have one of every beer, thank you very much.
I want to say, is Bugman's not one of these, or is it that one?
Around here somewhere, isn't it?
Is it Dromar?
Yeah, well, it's got the unique.
Yeah, it must be that one, I think.
I think it's there, yeah.
That's cool. Right, so our army moves north. We're in the snow region, though, so we're taking quite slow movement right now.
Isn't this where you switch to your underway stance?
Would that be any quicker, though? I thought
sometimes it does, like in the mountain regions. Like.
Is it better? Oh, okay, I'll try it next turn. I just moved. We're just putting up some public order bits there. It's fine, yeah, just take a turn. Boop. Well, lovely. Yeah, what else you got? What else you got?
Multiplayer. So mods technically work with multiplayer, but more issues can occur. So if you're thinking of doing a campaign multiplayer with your buddy, and you both like, for example, the icons mod that we've got here, basically the general rule is make sure you have exactly the same mods in exactly the same load order, and you should be okay. Sometimes like heavily scripted mods can cause problems. When you look at all of the scripts that our designers here make, they have to think about multiplayer, and they make sure that they're not, if they listen to an event like when player clicks, they have to make sure that they think about how to ensure that that works in a multiplayer, because there's two players and they both click.
Yeah.
Whereas like quite often with the you're in trouble.
Oh God.
With mods, like you don't have to necessarily worry about that. Some modders do think about that, and that's fine. Other modders probably aren't aware of that. So again, read the descriptions, talk to the modder, and make sure that their mod is fine for multiplayer.
I'd rather eat a squeak.
Fair play.
Yeah, all right, mate. I want to say that our garrison here is going to be pretty legit, even without an army. Yeah. I did think about building walls as well. I was like, no, just crack on.
Well, it is a walled province.
Yeah, well, exactly. And like legendary capitals get
like
insane garrisons. It's fine.
And like I didn't realize this. Like the UI, the name, when you have like the buttresses, that shows it's a walled settlement.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Check out any of the other settlements. It's
okay. Yep.
No walls. No walls.
All right, but then
completely blew my mind when I saw that.
Where would have a wall?
Ackendorf.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ackendorf. There he is.
Yeah, it blew my mind when I learned that.
Damn.
It's just like
you don't even take stuff like that in until someone makes you take it in.
The UI designers did a really good job. Like,
funny that.
It's like, yeah, we'll convey this information.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
As if. That's so cool. Right, so now the question is, do I double back? Oh, and there's an army behind me now as well.
Yeah, you double back.
Yeah. Someone in chat did say underway stance is excessively quicker. Wow. Yeah. Apparently it is.
Call yourself a dwarf.
Yeah. Well, not since Warhammer 1.
So your army
you-
is way better than that one. So what you could do is underway near him and hope you get the interception, because then you'll kill him in one.
Yeah, whip him. Alright.
Or not.
Nearer than that, apparently. Oh, it's because he was underway as well. I don't think he can underway my underway.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
They're all
I don't
underway, and that's the stance. Okay, either which way, we're having to come back in.
Someone in YouTube's talking about make PFM better. Pack File Manager, our PFM, our community-made tools. They are fantastic tools. They're a really great way of tweaking pack files if you're a modder. Making sure that your mods are clean, don't have any dirty edits. I'd highly recommend them. My personal favourite is RPFM because it's slightly newer. There was a point where it looked like PFM wasn't going to support Warhammer 2 because of time restraints, because this is guys in their spare time.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
RPFM came in and saved the day. So most people who don't want to mod but just want to use mods, you don't need to know that. That's more for the modders.
That's cool though. Interesting little tidbit.
Yeah.
As if.
Okay.
What was so what was the difference between PFM and RPFM then? Are they the
It's
same
just
person?
the same.
or-
It's just that no, it's a tool. It's a tool to let you create mods, edit mods
Okay.
that have already been compiled into a pack file.
Okay.
And it's just the same program, but it's just run by two different teams. PFM is the older one.
Mhm.
It's much more focused on historical modding, and like to do some more historical mod spotlights in the future. And RPFM is more newer. More newer, is that proper English?
More newer is
More newer,
absolutely
it's fine.
correct. I have an A-level in
And-
Englishes. I know what I'm saying.
And is the one that I use because it was the one for Warhammer 2.
Oh.
But again, pick a mix. Choose what you want.
What? Just because it's A? Oh, wow. I
That's
mean,
good.
he is a dwarf, right?
Did they join? Are they
Yeah,
on your team?
they're literally next to me.
Well,
There's a second army.
wait,
Then
wait,
do I have
wait,
to
wait.
walk into
No,
them?
no, no. Take off the. Change your stance first.
Oh right, yeah, that's what it is.
The runes are cast.
Do I need to walk into them
I
It
think so,
is
yeah.
time.
or not?
There you go.
There we go.
Either.
Hi,
Great. There's your second army.
awesome. That was convenient.
An adventure-filled nightmare, or a nightmarish adventure.
Let's get some alieners after that ruckus.
Is that Thorgrim?
Yeah, I think that's Fulgrim. Some northern guy. Some northern guy, it must be. Right, 20 turns. Got Dragon Phoenix. Well, that's really convenient.
Yeah.
Excellent. Bit of an upkeep issue, but that's fine. Right, let's smash into these guys then. First battle of the day.
Yeah.
They're encamped now as well. All right then,
That's
well,
fine.
Right off!
screw it.
It means they're not going to move.
Did you just tell me to suck off? What?
Sod
You
off.
suck
I
off.
think you said sod off, mate. It's family friendly.
Right, here we go. Excellent. Let's dive into this one. Give it a little save route. Bam. Perfect. Let's catch up on chat. What you got going on? Lots of
So
people
Adam
chatting
Yaha,
today.
yeah, my modding process tends to be I start off in the assembly kit as well, do all the changes in Dave, which I can go into the tools a little bit more later.
Feel free. Phil.
Go in there, export it all, and then I go in Pack File Manager and do the tweaks there, clean it up, get rid of all those dirty edits, and package it up.
Okay, Tom. He's got a lot of width on us. I'll give him that. A lot of width. We're going to the back of the map. In fact, we'll try and throw him off.
So yeah.
What? What? What have I done now?
So this would be a good one to talk about another mod.
Oh,
that we're
right.
looking
Sorry.
at, but I need to get the screen up because I'm not familiar with the shortcut commands.
Oh, right. Yes, you want me to
Yeah.
use it.
So we
Sweet.
c-
Well,
so
I'll set
we-
up. I'll set up, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So that's the back of our deployment. We've got so
Yeah.
many wolves incoming that we're gonna need. Tell you, I might hold the miners back. Actually, no, we'll hold wolves.
So they've got.
They've got 6 units of wolf riders.
Have they got any? How many armored units have they got?
Not that many.
So dwarf miners.
Usually use miners as like fodder, just to like have them all charged.
See, when I use them, I tend to put them on the side, wait for the lines to engage, and then
Oh.
I use them to rear charge armored units because they've got armor
Yeah.
piercing.
Sure. Sure.
But
Okay.
obviously, that's. I mean, I wouldn't claim to be the best player in the world. I could be very wrong.
We'll do something like that. Just get them there. Do that. Are you comfortable you found the commands we need?
We can give it a shot.
How do you want to do it? Well, explain what it is
so
first. Let's take a little building. Let's take a
so
little
this mod's it's a bit of a complicated one,
so
but
what
it's really cool.
Number 3 we're showing? Number 4?
Number
3 or 5?
No, now.
I would say it's 3 or 4 or 5, but either which way.
This may be the 5th one. So this
AI
is
General
AI
2.
General. So what I love about this one is, like, a lot of players in the forums and on Reddit will talk about, I don't want to make, sometimes the battles can get overwhelming. And
easily.
Like, I want to just focus on a specific unit, or I want to do something and know that the army's fine. So what this mod essentially lets you do is you can assign units to the AI for a certain period of time and don't have to worry about them as much in the battle. There's a couple of really cool use cases for it. So
specifically,
so one thing that we might want to do here is once the battle lines have engaged, or just before battle engagement, you could assign your entire front line to the AI, whilst you then take personal control of your siege units and just target things, and not necessarily worry that your dwarf warriors are just standing there waiting for the beer. Other use cases could be maybe you've got some skirmisher units, and maybe once the initial skirmish is done, you just kind of want to send them around the flank, assign it to the AI, and know that the AI is going to keep them hounding the flanks of the enemy, but not necessarily, get them charged into, get them stuck in combat. Another cool feature for the mod is you can turn this on and off, but you can basically go, any unit that routes, once it's stopped routing, the AI will take control of it. So if you play Skaven or Greenskins and your units tend to run away a lot, once they run away, instead of you forgetting about them and they're just sitting on the end of the map looking pretty, the AI will actually bring them back into combat and allow, basically, you're getting the value out of them, which is really cool. And at any point you can take control back off of the AI.
So how do you want us to use this mod, Tom? Tell me that.
I don't know.
Tell me that. Are we going to give the front line away? So this is our setup, by the way. I'm just doing a cinematic pan to give us some cool filler while...
This is your job. This is all about making things look pretty.
Make things look good.
I guess just play the game, and if at any point you feel like, ooh, I want to slow the game down because I need to control units, instead of doing that, just take a couple of units that you feel like they're alright right now, but maybe I'll worry about in a bit. Just assign it to the AI.
Okay, we'll tell you what. I'm going to put... Should I put our entire front line?
I mean...
Or let's let it play out.
Do you trust the AI to win this for you?
Let's let it
this
play
is
out.
A fairly... I mean, I guess you've got the advantage.
Got a good line of artillery.
The controls... So, Shift F9 when you're selecting a unit will assign that unit.
Okay, let's do a little use case. Shift F9. Bam! 1 unit's under AI control.
Exactly.
Oh, we can't see it behind the thing. Oopsie.
And this...
there we go. 1 unit is assigned to AI control. And look, off they go. I'm not doing anything.
So what you can actually do is you can reorder them.
What do you mean? I can bring them
but
back?
what will happen is the AI will go, okay, no.
Well, but then if I do that... Oh, wait, no. I need to unselect them. AI control off. And then bam, look. Back they come. It's that easy. It's that easy. I can play, Mum. I can play.
Zooms on dirt. It's a great terrain there.
Okay, what we do.
But the other thing to think about as well is if there's certain aspects of battles that you're not particularly great at, and you constantly why does the AI always seem to control these units better than I do? Whenever I fight against them, the AI just uses them way more effectively than me. Assign those units to the AI in the battle. Let them handle that while you're trying to figure out other aspects. Yeah, I know, it's cool.
Oh man, we're gonna have so many wolves on us so quick. Okay, yes, tell you what, bam, these guys, I'm reordering them. Shift F9.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to be able to respond to the cavalry at the same time. I don't know if I agree with their movement though.
And I think as well, when you're trying to win, the AI matches the difficulty that you're on. So so it's always like a kind of a balance thing. And what you can actually do is just put the whole army on it, and I think that's why it refers to itself as spectator mode.
Screw it. It's on. 20 units. Do the right thing. Okay, so we got our flanks guarded. That's fine. They've taken the bait there. That's a back charge. That's not good. The artillery, hopefully. This guy says that foreground's going. We're all wading in now. Okay, hammers are in. So, I mean,
So
great. So this
it
is
might
streaming
be-
these days, guys.
Yeah, I know.
It's brilliant. Who's good at the game now, chat? Look at me now.
Yeah. But I mean, this is an edge case. I mean, maybe this would be kind of cool if you don't want to auto-resolve every battle and you want to see the battles.
Yeah, the important ones that
But
you might not be able to play.
But the edge case is that's more of an edge case. The main reason to do this is for those people who don't feel confident controlling the entire army, or can quite easily get distracted microing one single unit. This allows you to just quickly assign stuff to the AI while you're doing your one bit. And then once you finish doing that, you can claim control back.
Oh, right. Sorry, I meant to claim control back. Yep,
Yeah.
That's when we claim control
Which
back.
I think is just shift
and
F10, isn't it?
Shift.
Oh, no.
There we go. Unselected. Off we trot. So it seems mine has got crushed. Frontline's doing well.
Best mod for Jordan, who's never really playing on streams anyway.
Oh, there's some shade, man. There's some shade. Don't you worry about that. Plenty of shade. Just new
See, like, I personally would use this on like a hero who's got like fireball spam, because whenever I play against the AI, those fireballs are just relentlessly seem to hit me again and again and again. So that's why I'd use this for. Again, as I mentioned, like if I've got 2 units of Pistoliers as the Empire, send them round, do my initial skirmishing, and then when my main lines hit, I get the Pistoliers on AI control so that they can continue to harass, keep people busy, whilst I focus on the more important engagement in front.
Like that. We're turning. We're
I'm
going
just gonna
in.
get AI General up because I should say that this was I think this is originally again a game made for Warhammer 1 by Hambango. And what basically, I think another mod at Decompose said, "Hey, can I re-upload this for Warhammer 2?" And Hamango was like, "Yeah, sure, go for it, buddy." So, want to make sure that all creators associated with this mod get credit, because it's a really good example of like when one person takes something, and then maybe they don't have the time to support it anymore, and another mod comes along and goes, "You know what? I'd like to support this. Is that cool?" And it's all done like everyone.
Yeah, that's common. Someone just being like, "I'll carry the banner for you, mate. If you don't want to do it anymore, like that's fine."
It's kind of common.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a proper sense of community right there.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like
Whoa, look how well I played. Amazing. Great. So great. Look, Stams. That's probably decisive, right? Great stuff. Yeah, obviously. I mean, we're not surprised, are we? It's fine. It's all fine.
Well, Luke says, "Cool mod, it would hurt your micro in the long run." Yeah, like this is more kind of like stabilizer wheels.
I don't think anyone that is good at micro would be using this. The whole point is that you can't micro, and thus you do use this.
Yeah.
That, and as well, the most common thing that's always been a thing in Total War is zooming down, like Cinecat. I want to zoom down and watch the fight. I want to watch the clash, and I want to stay there for about 5 minutes enjoying that. Unfortunately, my whole army dies in that time.
Yeah, exactly. So sign all, go in,
themselves.
look at it all, and then go, right, okay. Because I think the idea behind the mod is like, the AI is good enough to do some of these kind of conflicts, but not like for the sustained battle. It's obviously never going to be as good as a real person, unless that person's really bad. So it's just kind of quickly handing it over and then quickly taking it back, as if you were a general and you had like a subordinate. I guess is the way to.
Bouncing back to one of the, I can't believe they're still. Oh right, they're really weak. I'm just gonna say I can't.
No.
What we have done is hit level 5 with Fulgrim.
Oh, have we really? Cool.
So if you want to circle back to the balanced skill mod, we should have a bonus.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 points.
2 points rather than 1.
Ooh.
So this is this bit. So we're level 5. So you can see here. This is our first milestone. No, sorry. So every milestone is the 5th level, or multiple of 5, and bonuses are on 10s.
Yes.
That's the one. That's the one. C.A. William. Who's William?
Is that Will?
A Will that we know?
Will H. I think that's
Is that Audio Will?
No. He's in the DLC team.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming.
Go on.
So this is, again, for anyone who may have missed it, I like the balanced skill mod because the balanced skill point mod because it's it's not breaking the game. Like, it's giving you a few extra toys to play around with and changing up maybe your trait builds, but not in a way that's going to break the game. And I think what you'll find is every 5 levels you get extra point, every 10 you get another point. By the end of the game, it's a substantial enough amount to maybe
extra
fully invest.
So by 20 you've got an extra 4, and you get the extras at 10 as well, so you've got an extra 6 by 20. You only need to invest 6 or 7, 5 in a chain to get to the next level of it, so that's like a whole extra chain. That's quite big.
Yeah, it's
quite
like,
big.
And again, it's like enough. It's not like too much. That's another thing I find with mods. Like when I first started modding and using mods, I'd use the cheap mods and be like, yeah, Carl Franz kills everything in one hit. Isn't that hilarious? And it is really fun. But then, like after about 20 minutes, I'm like, actually, the challenge is what made the game fun. So again, why I like this is because it gives you a few more toys to play with, but it still maintains the fun because you've got that challenge to deal with.
That's what we are going to do. Get some warriors for Gotrek and the lads.
Oh, I just realised, Devon752, he's actually on stream. Shout out.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Plus 10 in total for lords and plus 5 for heroes.
Your name's on stream. I was like, I swear that name's on stream just a moment ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that giant banner in the corner. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It's because it's not on this screen, it's on that screen. Oh, good. That's really cool.
So good job, buddy. I like this mod.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the first ever Spotlight episode. You made it. Go tell your mum. It's time. Ooh, reload time for Quarrelers and Rangers.
What's your
I like that.
Mostly?
I mean, I'll move more towards range.
Okay.
But then again, +2/+2 wouldn't be a bad shout for 3 turns spend. Neither would that. We'll do that.
Cool.
We'll supplies. That's cool. So I'm just defending the homeland.
I feel like you should probably get some units in Gotrek's army.
Oh yeah, I've recruited 3.
Oh, right, okay. But not loads.
Now.
Just enough.
Well, you lose his stack, right? So all the money you pour into it, you don't get back. Or does it say replace general?
I think you replace general.
That's sweet. So I didn't realise it would work like that the first time they happened, and it happened so late in my Marcus campaign, I was basically done, so I was like, no, just throw him something.
Cyber Sniper, do you ever often pull in mods to the base game? So, not purposely. Like I kind of hinted earlier with the island battles, these kind of like 2 separate kind of pathways came to the same conclusion, developed around at the same time. So more often than not, when we release stuff officially, that people go, oh, that was a mod. It's usually because we've been working on it at the same time. It's just kind of one of those happenstance things. Obviously, some of the designers do go on the workshop and they get inspired by things because it's a really good taster of what people want, right? You look at those popular mods, and
can't live below
that. And yeah, so it's definitely there. It's not like an official process of stuff. It's just again a personal inspiration. So we don't officially put anything in or anything like that, but quite often we get inspired. I've just repeated myself like 5 times.
That's fine, man.
That's because I work in marketing and I was like, hammer home the point.
Do you think that I don't regularly have to say the giveaway switch over thing like 10 million times a stream and like every 5 minutes? Is the patch live yet? What are the patch details? What are the patch? Yes, the details are here. I wish you could have pins in a stream chat. In fact, if you could be like, here's the 3 things I'm not going to repeat the stream. They're pinned. That would be lovely. Okay. In fact, Twitch is here today. I wish I could have added that to the list of things to ask them about. What are we going to do? I'm going to put some more units. Oh, so we lost Felix. Yeah.
Well done.
That's fine.
Who's gonna write about Gottrek's glorious death?
Any other writer. Throw something
just rename one of the other units.
Yeah,
as, like,
great.
The bearded poets.
Cool. Here we go. New Felixes. The new Felixes. Done. Lovely. What do we want? More warriors. Actually, an upgrade throwers. I'll take quarrels.
You got to take more territory because we want to show people what abandoned looks like. As
Should
well.
I go for one of like that, or should I try and undermine to there, and then pull out? Because they've taken a beating. So let's try and underway it to there, shall we? Oh yeah, I can make it to there. How about that?
It's just like this whole thing. You're like, underway. I never knew I could do.
I did know. I just forgot. I can't. Simply forgot. It's fine. No one's making a fuss. What are we doing? Lost hold grudge. Oh, we got to take Max Squeakhorn back. That's fine.
So I guess whilst you're figuring that out, I'll talk about like if you're interested in making mods or checking it out. Definitely check out the link. I'll type it again in Twitch chat again in a second. That's a really good place to start. Get into the community. Ask questions. They'll point you in the right direction. if you're interested in playing around with the official mod tools, it's called the assembly kit. And the way that you get that in Steam is like you kind of right-click on your game library and you kind of select tools. You scroll down, it'll say assembly kit beta. There's one for every Total War game since Rome 2, I believe. And in that you have various tools. So you've got Dave, which is like a database editor. You've got Terry, which is like a map editor. You've got Bob, which is like an exporter and compiler. And depending on the game, you may also have the variant mesh editor, which is where you can kind of take the various in-game little objects and create new units to give them new hats and things like that. Yeah, so that's how you get at them. There's usually, I think the CNC Discord like modding community, they have like documentation.
Man, I've seen this pop up a few times where it's like Command and Conquer to this day.
No, yeah, it's
still
not,
has
it's
one
not.
of the big boy modding communities. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not even going as a game anymore. Like, what happened?
No, it's nothing to do with
Is it not?
No, it's because it was set up by Kataf and Grinsos, so
Right.
it's CNC.
Oh.
So way back before I was here, someone invited me to it, and I was like, "Hey, you should join this." And I was like, "Guys, I don't play CNC
don't really
anymore."
play Command
Like,
and
and they were
Conquer.
like, "It's not that." I was like, "Okay."
when search overlaps, and it's like, well, I only know one thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, what do you do? Tiberium Wars 3? We're talking Kane's Wrath here? Or, what, Tiberium's Twilight?
Now it is a Total War modding Discord channel.
I'll take the omens.
Yeah.
I'll take the omens. That's good. Shout out to you as well, Tom, actually. Most prepared guest on the stream we've had in quite some time.
Most what guest?
Most prepared.
Oh yeah.
2 pages of notes,
Yeah.
preliminary emails. We started on the 2nd on time, and the countdown was running 4 hours early. Like, for anyone in the chat that's regular, you know that's kind of like a big deal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only help we asked for was could everyone hear us? Like, good times. Good times. Press. Good effort today. And now there's definitely going to be a CNC conversation. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, so I'll put this in the chat again. So
Go on
people
in.
are saying, where do I get the CNC modding Discord? There is a link to it on this site, which I'm putting in the Twitch chat.
One rug.
While you're doing
For
that,
Karazhan
we're
Kor.
going to attack Karag Dron.
We mark another grudge.
Just make
50%.
sure HTTPS.
Really? 50%?
I
Don't worry.
declare
I'll encircle.
war
I think
on
that's
them.
it.
I'll take the encircle. That's fine. From that, we're defending from there. Can the pillars... I really wish I didn't have to do a public order there.
Also-
Walls would have been good.
What I love they did with the icon mod is basically for the pubs, the beer just gets bigger.
Yeah. Just a larger tankard.
It
Great.
comes in pints.
I mean, that already looks like a barrel with a handle, but, you know, then you go to the big boy drinking hall, and then feast hall, forget about it. Forget
That's
about
kind of
it.
like Munich level drinking.
Yeah. Oktoberfest. Every day of the week. Yeah, loving the icon mods. That's fantastic. We'll take a turn, and then we'll give the AI mod another run.
Yeah.
Loving this. Rodzilla, very kind of you. Well done, man. Oh, Jeff Berry, you noticed. Sorry, bud. Went and got a haircut again yesterday, didn't I? No, a grade 1 all over. God, it's all prickly and short. Apparently you can't stream if you don't have a beard. Basically a law.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They couldn't find anyone else, that's why I'm here, you know.
okay. Well, it's lucky I
Otherwise
haven't
it's
shaved then.
Yeah, well, you're kind of making up for it a bit, you know,
Yeah.
like, at least.
Because I was thinking about shaving. Like I did a really stupid thing. This has got nothing to do with mods.
No,
It's just me
God,
being an
that's
idiot
what
on Friday.
streams are for,
Great.
Tom.
On Friday, last Friday, I was like eating a pizza. I just took it out of the oven and I was like, oh, I can't be bothered to cut this. So I folded it in half and just tried to eat. And a load of burning cheese went all over here and burnt me really badly. And I was like, crap, and it's really irritating. So I'm thinking of shaving just because it's like really itchy. So that's what I get for being lazy.
This is the idea of your missus getting home and you standing there being like,
Big burn.
oh, like, what was that? I couldn't be asked to... I've burned my face, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how we got here. Diplomacy is on. Defensive alliance.
I used to let Mitch on occasionally. Mitch was also a modder. He's done a lot of stuff to help with the modding community for Warhammer. Quite often we speak to a couple of modders here and there, and they tell us things, especially around with like the scripting side of stuff.
I think one of these mods thanked Mitch for some help, and one of the mods
Yeah.
thanked Oscar for some help.
Oh, cool.
But,
Yeah.
but as Duck, not as Oscar.
Okay. Yeah, we often pop around and like find out, and like Warhammer, like the scripting, the Lua scripting for Warhammer is brilliant because just that people kind of go, hey, we'd love it if we could have this feature. And they're like, yeah, sure. And I try to get them in the patch notes.
Yeah.
We'll have a little modding section like, oh, we've added this new function or this new feature. Just because it's like, well, you know, might as well like let the modders give them as many tools as they can to be creative.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, different army here, Tom. Like they're attacking us, but I feel like we need to be on the offensive.
They've got reinforcements as well.
Yeah, coming from their side too, so they can wait.
What's your engineer got in terms of abilities?
Right now, 1 physical resistance and armor piercing and missile damage. So him with the crossbows, pretty much the shout. We'll set up. I want to say we'll set up on this near side, but I don't want to be that near to routing. But I do want to be in range of their army sitting back, pretty much.
What's the elevation like? You don't want to whack them behind a hill.
Oh, good point. Great shout. I'll have to go front hill.
I mean, the grudge
Well,
throws not so
fine,
bad, but you
the
need those
bulk
for
of this. Them at the front. There you go.
pro skills.
Them at the back. Lovely. Oh, that's one group's done. Mine is kind of folded last time, so they're weak. Actually, you know what? Can we get away with hiding them? We can. I'll do that. I'll do that. Weaker units at the back. Whoop. More hidden units like that. Element of supply. Is he large? He can hide, surely. We'll just be like, yeah, Fulgrim's on his own. Great. Corollas. Love. What's his range? Yeah, let's hit all of them. Great stuff. Not you, though. You go with the King's Guard. Sweet. And then 2 units to protect our backside. Sweet. Although one of them
What is their army composition? Have they got much in terms of flanking?
It's a garrison. There is some wolves on the go.
Right, okay.
Or there are, I should say, some wolves on the go. Do I put people on AI control from the beginning? No, I think we let them come.
Try and play this one properly.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Although they've got a lot of spider riders as well.
Cyber sniper. That's very kind. That's very kind. I know you're messing with me, but that's very kind. I love that. Just a little bit. What? Ah! Take that, you wolf. I see. I thought they would have actually sat back for that army to come, but they're actually right on our flanks.
They're feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, apparently they are. So going to turn that. Oh, also they can't see my hidden units, so they're responding differently. Yeah. So we're going to move these guys across, and then these boys go here. These boys go here. These just eating bolt shots. That's great, and they're going to have a bit of an issue when they figure out the miners are there, which is any moment now. These boys, we want facing this way. Come on, lads.
Thanks very much, Cyber Sniper. Yeah, those are the mods that we've got right now. So we have declined diplomacy. So during the end turn times, it automatically just declines diplomacy from the AI. It's nice and simple. It's really good quality of life thing when you're, you're at that point where I don't want to make peace no more. I just want to wipe this person out. We have building progression icons for game 2. Really cool little mods. Changes the icons so that they look different each time you progress them up the chain. Balanced skill points mod. It's a mod that gives you more skill points for your lords. But it's a balanced version, so if you're the kind of person who doesn't want to just give them 3 points per turn and then dump all the spare points towards the end, then that's what might be for you. We have the AI General mod, which we're not using right now, but we might use in a minute.
Right, okay, let me turn it on. Let me turn it on. These boys right here.
And we also have Abandoned Region mod, which we have shown the button for, but we haven't used yet.
Oh, sorry, not all. I've done shift. Yeah. There you go. 3 units, my hero, and 2 units of thing. In fact, let's put all the range on. Oh, right, so I've got to have them all selected. So if I select the whole group.
Yeah.
5 units, sweet. So my range contingents, and in fact, them
and
as
I
well.
believe
All my artillery.
On this as well, we've already got it set so that routing units get taken over by the AI, so hopefully if you do have any fellas, I mean dwarfs don't usually run, but if they do, they'll come back into the fight instead of sitting at the edge of the map. That function is way, way, way nice for Skaven. I can't play Skaven normally because they're always running and hanging around because I forget about them. They also, I think you can set it so that the AI takes over summoned units. So if you want to summon a unit in their backline and not worry about it, then the AI will take control of that too. One of these mods has a dependency on some other mods, so it requires the UI modding framework, which...
Feel free to bring it up, man.
Yeah.
Bring up the old thingy. Helps out.
Try to remember everything.
There you go. AI General 2.
Is it that one? Yeah, I don't think this is the one that has a dependency.
Oh, no, it is. Well, wait, sorry, no, UI modding framework. Damn it, that's the one thing I didn't add.
Oh, I think it's the abandoned region mod that requires the UI modding framework.
In fact, you are correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is basically some guy, Vanish Oxyden, I think his name is, Vanish, kind of came out of the blue, wandered out from a different scene and was just like, hey guys, here's a mod, it lets you create new UI menus, and then disappeared off into the mist like Sigma. Absolute legend.
He came, he gave us what we needed, and he left. Might try and turn over his skull, because this is a cleaner fight. But it does, I mean, like, I'm not a good player, but like, straight away it helps. Like, I know my range is being good use, but I'm just not using it. Like, he's standing properly there, so he can affect both of them. Like, these are all firing at the right places. Like, yeah, sweet. In fact, all the spare time I have, let's do a cinematic comp on this guy. Oh, that's great stuff. Woof. Love it. Ta-da.
See if I can find any other cool mods in the workshop that I can talk about.
Yeah, pick some other ones, man. Well, I guess chat, a great time to say it now.
Yeah, I guess. Shout out about the ones you like.
And if you like Tom being here and like this look into mods and a little spotlight on a few mods, feel free to let us know now. It will define more in the future.
Mixes mods, yeah, already talked about it. Love them. Hoping to cover that. Nighttime battles. I have to check that one out. I have not seen that one personally. What else have we got? Yeah, Ragnar, that cut deep dude, like.
Just kidding, sorry.
Immersive battle banners, yeah, that's awesome. What else? There's a really cool one that John Flamingo did called Lords in Exile. So when an Order faction dies, so let's just say in this campaign, the Empire got wiped out. I believe the way it works is it spawns like a special army at your capital of Empire units, and the idea is it's like the refugees, and it doesn't regain units or anything like that. And the idea is you can then go and reconquer their capital with that army, and if you do it, then it brings them back as a faction, which is a really cool idea. Like, so it's a bit more thematic way of potentially bringing factions back.
I like that.
That's a really cool one. There's some really cool ones where you some people took the flagship horde mechanic from Vampire Coast, and I think someone gave that to Albric.
Albric?
Yeah, because he's I
guess
he's Trident of Manan.
Is he Border Princes?
No, Britonia.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so his like county, I don't know what they're called in Britonia. I think they got a big trading fleet.
I think it's Chateau.
Chateau. Chateau Alberic. Bordelot, I think it is. But yeah, so that's a cool one. And someone else has done something similar for the High Elves to give them, because they've got a huge maritime history.
This is running itself. Fantastic. I have a few more artillery shots on these running.
Yeah, Wolfric's got one too, which is cool because he's all about his boat going on and finding someone to kick in the nuts.
Yeah, that's cool. I do like playing as Wolfric for Norska, and then because all their tech tree in the late game is connected to enemy capital cities. So basically, it's like go on a mad one and try and take an enemy capital city. Great. Okay, brilliant. Cool. Like, I'm up for that.
Yeah, there's
But you expect a big like Viking longboat style like fleet attack. That's cool.
What other mods have I like? There's a really cool one that I've seen. It's been around for a while. It's Crackerdrak. So you know the Norse dwarfs?
Yeah.
I think that's a Kataf mod.
What, to play as them?
Yeah, and you can play as them.
That's cool.
And on Legendary, that's tough because you've got like
the troll.
Chaos, the trolls.
Yeah, all the nasties.
And
come
you've
for
got
you.
the Skaven, and again, it's completely separate from where all your allies are in the south. So that's a pretty fun one.
I do like things that, well, if we cast it all the way back to like Med 1, Med 2 even, biggest thing that or cheat or like mod that you attached was play as the rebels or like play as the Mongols or play as someone else, and I was like, oh no way, that's cool, because even then it was, well, back then it was anyone you want to play as, defeat them in campaign and they'll be unlocked. Loved that in its entirety as well, because it made beating someone that much sweeter.
Yeah.
Sweet, I can play as Turkey now. Amazing. But also that was really cool, just to be like, play as people that are there.
Yeah.
That have like a stupidly hard situation, but somehow like you're like, oh yeah, screw it, I'll go into it. Because there's dwarves scattered everywhere. Even in like my interview test videos, I think I done 15-turn Arkham Black 2-army rush against the dwarves or something. It's like my interview piece.
Really?
Yeah,
oh,
seriously.
I need to find that.
I've still got it. It's all on record, man. Yeah. And I recreated my first ever tabletop battle between High Elves and Lizardmen, but in game. That was pretty fun too. Mod showcase thing is cool. Amazing. Sweet. Yeah, we're getting some good stuff here. We ever see a Tom webcast? Oh, maybe. Who knows?
Prussian Warfare. That's a name I'm familiar with as well. Public Order Expanded. It's a good one. Like, honest to God, there's so many. There's like some where just little things like you can build like roads. And I think in the base game they are based around a specific region, but there's a mod that just expands the scope of that, their benefits to the entire province. Which again, I like that because you kind of build it in your capital or whatever. Yeah, there's loads. I think one of my first mods was allowing the dwarves to have gyrocopters earlier.
Yeah, because they're meant to be like I think in the lore it's like they actually are the link between, like, if you want to get a message from here to here, you send a scout and a gyrocopter.
Yeah.
You don't walk some poor sap 400 miles of tunnels up the way. And the tunnels are the whole problem that they keep getting attacked by. It's not the top. It's goblins, orcs, and Skaven coming in from below.
Exactly.
So
yeah, because I mean, it is overpowered. Like, I think I had it so you unlock them when you got the cannon. So it's the level 2 siege building. And while it was really cool, because dwarfs just don't have a unit to chase down fleeing enemies, and it filled that niche. But with the bombs, you just annihilate.
That's such a cool scene to be like, oh yeah, so I'm gonna fly over and like bombing run, carpet run people in a fantasy game. That's sick.
So you're gonna occupy this because we're gonna raise it.
Well, should I loot and occupy if we're gonna get some money out of it?
So from what I remember, the abandoned region mod, you do get money from the settlement building, but not the other buildings. So the idea is like you should try and you would like
delete these
first, and then the next turn you leave the area.
Okay, we'll do that then. All right, so there we are set up. I'm now level 7. We're going to see my level 10 bonus in this run through, I think.
When you hit level 5, did you assign both points?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got an extra point here.
I think.
Did you level
no,
up
I've just gone again. So now I'm level 7 already. So we've had 2 more. I'm doing my usual. If anyone's at all surprised, whoa! Oh, I didn't even check. Oh my god.
What have you just
done?
An
idiot. I always go blue line because the third one in blue line is usually upkeep, but in this case it's not. It's replenishment.
Well, lightning strike's always good.
I mean, lightning strike is very useful in research. Really? My fave? I would have just made him a combat beast. All right, well, it doesn't matter. We're leveling up a pace.
Is Thorgrim good for combat, or is he more of a buffer hero?
Most dwarves are buffs, but Thorgrim's got like 130 armor. Let's just stick him in the middle and he'll survive a fair old while. We'll get a standardized firing drill for the hero's army. That's great. Lovely stuff. Can I recruit here for a turn before we go back? Yeah, I can. Tell you what, I'll take on another couple of units of these boys, right? That's fine. Any research? We'll just take on that. Sure, sounds good. And then we might wade out down into the Badlands. Tell you what, we could try and take Iron Rock. We could take Black Rock. Is that overextended? We'll take Iron Rock next. And then we'll rock down here. Okay, so we're taking that in a turn. There's a turn. Amazing.
I think like the abandoned region is much better for the legendary difficulties, because the harder difficulties, because in those situations there are situations where you're like, crap, I've overextended. I need to retreat, but I don't want this valuable asset to go to the AI.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. So cool. Underway
You can
interception.
decline. You can decline. I'd decline that.
It's too big, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's too big. I haven't regened yet. So
Plus-
they're coming for me. So this is
So
the perfect
next- so
abandon
exactly.
region.
Next turn,
Perfect.
retreat back.
And that's what they do to you all the time. They come in, rinse you, and leave. But on a point, actually, I don't know where I just saw that, but what surprised me, looking through the mods, I had a little peruse. I was doing it. The amount of ones that are actually where people are like, I want things to be OP for this faction, or like, I really want like wood elves to be the main contender at the end. So I think it's like, really? Okay, interesting. Yeah. Like, or extra strong characters, but then weaken all the units a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I love about it.
Whatever floats your boat.
There's literally a mod out there for everyone.
Giants.
I don't know, maybe you've got like you're a sadomasochist and you're just like, I want to be stomped by the computer every single turn.
Yeah, sure.
You can do that.
Great.
We're not going to put that in our game because no one will play it or
Well,
buy it.
it's called legendary mode, but you know, it's just a tier of disadvantages. Yeah. Right, so have you done the abandoned building mod banning yet?
Let's get it back up
Number
again.
1.
I mean, they've popped up and back and...
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Smoking un person.
We got it here on... Again, 5 stars.
You can put the link in chat if you want, bud. Feel free.
Yeah, let's do it.
17,828 people subscribed to use it. Good times. Well done for these guys. And we're going to use it. So I'm going to click my region. Just correct on. Do I need to move my army out of it first?
I would, just in case.
How much does it take?
One of my mods I messed around with, like, when you occupy it, you give it away.
Okay.
And I accidentally gave away the army that occupied it with the settlement. I was like, whoops.
I can't underway.
Yeah,
oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, right.
Right
Sorry, no,
out.
let's go away there. Sweet.
Just hope you don't get intercepted, I guess.
We're fine. We're fine. And now we've done that, I can go here. I'm looking here, and I'm going to go abandon selected settlement. Okay.
Do you really want to do this? Do you really want to do it?
I like that he's actually made a UI warning.
Confirmation of destructive action.
Sweet. I'm abandoning. After the fact. Love it.
Brilliant.
That was great.
Now you might get public order penalty in other regions.
Really?
Yeah. I think so. Maybe it's
I mean,
just
other
in the
regions
other
connected to here, I wouldn't be surprised. So if I've made his situation even worse, that's great. Happy with that. But my place is fine.
Yeah.
I will take on some more units. Definitely. Let's just give him more warriors. What's the old... that's really cool to abandon that, because the other one is when you, like... When one region is here, but the other two are, like, out here. And it's like, well, this is near enough that I should control it, but the public order's always going to go to rebellion, because the other two are never going to be my faction.
Exactly.
Or sometimes it's better to be like, I've rinsed it. Like,
yeah.
I'd
also,
rather it raised.
Some factions, I believe like the Tomb Kings, they have like the ability to create a hero which can take a ruin and bring it up to a top, like a level 3 structure. So it's another cool way of like... And that's why I love these little mods, because what you kind of realize is they don't make any sweeping changes, but they just interact with all of the mechanics that make up the base game.
Yeah.
And you have really cool interactions that kind of emerge out of that.
Expert charge defense, do I need that? Minus pickaxe. I love making things, but sundering attacks. Gotta be that, right? Love sundering. I think I've done everything I need to for this turn, right? With abandoned, we've done that. Haven't got... Why can't I upgrade things anymore? We're waiting on growth points, aren't we? Right, 1 turn to a growth point, that's fine, so we'll order that next turn. Great. Take turn. Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, mod Spotlight and Thrones. Like I say, I would like to do more of this and cover some of the historical titles like Rome 2, Attila, Thrones, 3K. They've all got like great mods as well. Like for example, Shield Wall for Thrones of Britannia is something that I'm really excited about. And then Rome 2's got DEI, Deus Ex Impera.
The knowledge is getting deep now, man.
I was a mod user in Rome 2, but I only got into modding for Warhammer 1.
Right.
So like, but we have a few other guys in the studio who are much more like into the historical modding community. So maybe we can like get them on.
It might be
in
better
my stead.
to replace myself with someone like that actually knows and do that with them. But I like that this could.
But who's going to like get the AI
game.
to pretend to do all the work for
them? We'll find someone, mate. Don't you worry. Plenty of people looking for a free ride. How do I get him back? Oh, there he is.
Chance would be a fine thing. Until your doom, my friend.
Who voiced Felix?
I don't know.
Jordi
I do not know.
I just.
No.
Can I make him speak again?
I'm seeing OVN Lost Factions a couple of times. I need to look into that.
Are you getting suggestions for other mods?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I can just see it on the. It's just released. Oh.
So, to be fair, we abandoned the region and Greenskins, like a plague, took it within a turn. But we know it's level 1.
Thing is, right, what you could have done is abandoned it, went in ambush, and then if they reconquered it, you know they would have taken the massive hit to their unit health.
And then go back them.
Then you could have attacked them with the reduced health.
Oh, that would have been a shout. Smart, aren't you, Captain Hindsight? Pretty smart.
You should have done this, this, and this.
What was that Modern Family or something
That's,
where he lands and it's like
South Park, isn't it?
where the building's on fire. It's like they shouldn't have built it so close to the other tower. The fire escape should have been there and there, and also there should have been this. And like, thanks, Captain Hindsight.
Oh, this is an interesting one. I'm gonna have to check out this mod in a bit more detail. Thanks for the shout out, guys. Interesting.
I need that. Perfect. Level 4. That's what we do. Recruitment and building costs. Local recruitment capacity at 1. Can't recruit because he's already recruiting. Pretty simple then, right? That's what we need to do. Look at that. Good job. I'm sure an army will appear on my doorstep in about 3 turns.
It's fine.
Maybe less, maybe more, not sure.
I'm just getting distracted now. I'm looking at all the new mods though.
Well, now immediately I'm like, I was already enjoying FOTS. It's like, do I go back and see what FOTS mods there are?
Yeah, there's some great mods.
And then replay FOTS with some other stuff on it.
Like, so I think we've officially supported modding since Shogun 2?
Probably.
Basically,
maybe
if there's an
earlier.
assembly kit for it, that's when we officially support
right.
it. I think it's Shogun 2. Maybe it's after, I'm not sure. No, there's definitely Shogun 2 mods. There's a workshop. Yeah, if there's a workshop, an assembly kit, we support it. If there isn't, then we don't officially support it.
Stupid OP Grimgore Iron meme is the best mod. Oh man, I love it. Okay, Thorgrim lad, where are we going? I just feel like they haven't got enough artillery for a Dwarven army, or like a good line of miners, blasting chugs. What are we waiting for on that? Gunsmith's Forge. That's there. What am I waiting for that? Tier 3, which mate 3 is for that. Okay, right. So it's all coming together in the long run. Let's get these boys. Is the border? Where is the border? Is this all ours? Can I recruit from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Sweet.
Borders down here.
Oh yeah. Okay. One of those.
Yeah, modding has got harder since Medieval 2. It's just the way that we build our games. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the technical detail about it, but modern games are bigger. We have to package things differently, and because of that way that we package that just kind of means it's less easy to just text edit every aspect of the game. But that's why we do release the assembly kit, and we do try to build the games in a way that means that modders can take what's there and tweak it and mess around with it. I'm having some great conversations with the Sophia guys for Troy in regard to that. But yeah, it's just the way that we mod Total War. It's like it's really important for us to support it. I know like some people in the forums and chat, like other chat will go, "Oh, CA hates the modders." This is like, nah, like it's great. It's really good.
You gotta remember your negative, the most vocal negative.
Yeah.
Most of all, the smallest minority, like that will try and scream the loudest. So wouldn't really worry overall.
Oh, I mean, I'm not.
I think overall things are great, and so if future plans look good, everything's good. It's clean. And just doing this has made me consider it more.
Good. That's the thing. Like, there's lots of other stuff.
Well, I think the launcher makes it a lot easier than I thought. Workshop's hard to get through. You know what? It's more I want the kind of forum bit where it's like, just tell me what's good.
Yeah. Well, the way you do that is if you go to the workshop, you've got most popular, most subscribed, and most recent.
Yeah.
Most popular, most subscribed are safe bets. There's better camera mods, so that lets you zoom right in. You can clip through the terrain, like, so that's why you've got to weigh that up if that's something you're okay with.
That reminds me. Let me put cinematic smoothing on, Tom.
Oh.
Wait, where is it? Is it in advanced? No. Options. Game settings.
This is difficulty is hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
I want to say. Totally forgot where this is now. All right. Well, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Just got to change smoothing up.
So Java Grimmer. That is a bit technical for me.
Hey, Tom P. No, it's just your name, man, and a friendly hello.
Yeah, no. It's the rest of it.
Oh wow. Couldn't tell you. There's nothing wrong with saying I don't know.
Well, I'm just thinking. No, I'm thinking now. Like, who can I talk to see if we can get some form of answer on that?
Make a note and ask someone.
Yeah, I think so. Fair. Yeah.
Honestly, that's what you can be expected to do. For Grim. I'm kind of waiting though because I want different stuff, but I really should be marching down here and just doing something with them.
Yeah. So
tell you what,
you should. Let's doing that. Just to be interested if anyone chat. If you do play historical titles, what are your favourite historical mods as well? Like, this isn't all about Warhammer, although it mostly is. Today
isn't always about Warhammer, but a lot of the time it is actually about Warhammer. Oh, here he is. No, not bad, man. How are you? Headset's plugged in if you add the audio input. We're double topped, mate. This is the most efficient day we've had, Tom. Not gonna lie. Actually, I won't big it up that much. It was all right. Think so? No. Okay.
Minor settlements mode.
Just.
Is that the one that lets you have them tier 3, like goes up to tier 4, tier 5?
Oh, really? Tier 5 minor settlements?
I think so.
Oh, you're opening up a whole new world for me. What's going on?
It's not personally for me. But yeah,
how could you not be excited about that?
I think it was originally there when Smiths used to require tier 4.
Interesting.
And it was kind of a way of getting around that by going, well, if we can just level it up to tier 4. So that was a pretty good one.
Yeah. I'd love that. It's one thing, actually, if there's... You know where mods actually build a great bridge?
Yeah, tier 4 settlements.
Is where there's a mixture between... Obviously, there's two different teams working on things between fantasy and historical. And so advances in one team are not necessarily reflected in advances in the other team.
Yeah, because
just purely because if you try talking to 400 people every day, like, it's hard. and you might not, like, the person working very specifically on diplomacy intricacies and nuances isn't maybe going to talk to the other dude doing it on the other team. He might do something else as well. But there's a lot of gaps bridged, and minor settlements being a big one. I love that in 3K they have a considerable garrison. They define the GDP type for that region. They come with cool minor settlement maps, and then it makes me disregard them a lot more in Warhammer because I'm like, well, now I've been shown they can be a lot more valuable somewhere else. Like, probably a mod to bridge that. Exactly. Funnily enough, there is. Make it a level 5, and all of a sudden I care more because if it just got an extra building slot, because it requires walls, definitely. AI will usually ping a minor settlement first. I always 2 buildings down, so like, here you go.
Exactly.
Like, here's a problem that excludes it from my Jordan meta, if not the world meta. It's a great example.
So Tribune Warrior says, what's your opinion on mods? Don't you think that they change the game experience that the developers produce? So I think the way that I think about it is just, we've got to make a product that appeals to as many people as we can. So we have to kind of cast the net wide. We've got to build a game which may not necessarily be the best thing for every individual person, but it is good enough for everyone. What mods allow is kind of this space. We want people to then go, well, I have very specific needs. I may have a niche need, but I can fill that need through the mod. So maybe, if you're super lore, like you're into your Warhammer lore, and you think that this game is a little bit, Vlad shouldn't be around. This is the crowning of Karl Franz. He should be dead. I mean, you could have a mod that completely removes him if you want. Now, most people would probably rather have the more legendary lords, the better. But for some, maybe just be 100 people. We can't make a product for 100 people. but a mod can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the way that we look at it. Is it's kind of just a bit of creative freedom. Some mods don't undermine the design principles of the game, and that's great for a lot of people. Some mods do undermine that, and for some people that's great too. It's freedom.
Just in here, Big Boy Jerome turning up with 114 raiding party. Thank you very much, Arcade. Lovely to see you as always, bud. Hope things are a bit nicer up in Birmingham than they are here. So I can tell you it looks already like nighttime outside, and it's 4:30. That's great.
2-hour train home as well.
Don't clocks go back pretty soon? Don't they already gone back?
I don't know.
Pretty sure it's like the 25th of October or something. Either which way, thanks everyone. What did I call them before? Thank you, Arcadians, for turning up. If you have a better nickname for yourselves, feel free to apply it. Mod stream today. If you've just turned up, we've got some cool things going on. I'm gonna press all the buttons. Just
yeah,
because.
go for it.
Look, man, we've got Abandoned Region mod. Ooh. Excellent stuff. We've got the AI General 2 Spectator Mode Advanced mod. Boom. We've got the Balanced Skill mod, Balanced Skill Points mod. Boom. Devon752 still posting in chat. Building Progress Icons 2 mod. Wow. And Decline Diplomacy mod. Dun, 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 dun.
And I'm going to put one more link to a resource and link to the modding community Discord.
Plus bonus chat mod. Sweet. Love that. Love that. Devon tips up every time. I'm here, yes! Woo! Yes!
Make more mods, buddy.
If you want some rolling credit, we'll get a special guest list or something going on. Contributors. Great. Alright, we're tanked up. We're going for the Barag Dawaza bag. Oh, to be fair, he's actually wading out. I just feel like he's going to undermine, like, definitely either side of here.
Just keep abandoning your region, mate. Just keep on going, abandoning.
Yeah, alright. Thorgrim's going to do what kings do. He's going to wade out. Bam. Gotrek will survive and be the guard of the area. That's fine. Minus 297, is it? Is it? Sweet, that's nearly done. Actually, do I really want to do that? Because I've got like no money. Ideally need some people to die. Okay. Okay. So why? Forest Central Town. What's YouTube chat saying? What we got? Yeah, minor settlements as you're saying. Some other stuff. Didn't ever map editor. I'm trying to think of a game where like I did use a lot of mods.
Did
you not?
No, I missed that one out.
I think I was such a vanilla player for so long, and I didn't really understand strategy. The extent of my modding was finding like the money cheat when the console was still actually accessible in game. Maybe some other bits, but I think that disappeared with Rome 2. Because that's when we made the switch from many armies to limited armies, which was a big struggle for a lot of people. Yeah. But obviously very realistic to the time. Like, yeah, there weren't that many legions moving around. This could be interesting.
Do you just get Gotrek, assign it to the AI, and let him go off and do his thing, and then you play for everybody else?
Let's do that. I like that. We'll give him an army, and I'll have an army. Brian's going to go do his own thing. Right. I mean, Gotrek's going to do his own thing.
Felix alive!
Yeah. Come, Felix! Literally, though, from the books, I've read 4 Gotrek and Felix books, and every single one of them, it's like, wow, this Gotrek guy seems like he's got a really rough deal carrying this crap Felix dude everywhere he goes.
Well,
like,
Felix holds his own.
Bit of a dead weight.
He gets a magic sword.
There was like a climbing segment or something, and it was like this dwarf was there. It's like even the guy with only one hand and one leg climbed better than me. So like this climbing spike and like a hook. And he's like, I just look crap. I just look crap all the time. And I was like, you just feel like the nervous best mate that's being carried around. Oh man. Okay, right. Look at this.
Yeah, good call. If there are any modders in chat, whether that's Twitch or YouTube, hats off to you guys. Thanks for modding. Makes our games better. Like, Total War is always better with modding.
Literally is. Literally is. Okay, what we doing? So you want me to assign Gotrek and Felix? I mean, this time I'll put them together, shall I? Let's see how that goes. Kind of a back line there. And then the grudge bearers, grudge throwers, grudge somethingers, right? Tell you what, it's not that wide. We'll keep one unit back to protect our flank. Those guys are going off their own. Those guys, I mean, ideally we're all going to move through them, right? So let's get you as forward as we can. Yeah, that's only half the valley, isn't it? All right, sweet.
I love it if you just like got checked to the AI and the AI just immediately routed him off, and I was like, screw you,
Yeah.
I'm going.
He's actually a mercenary, and this fight is unwinnable. Goodbye. He lives. He chose to live. Right, so what do I assign to the AI? So let's do all of them, and them.
So, will the AI march the archers forward though?
Yeah.
I'll literally just give Gotrek to the AI and you control everything else.
AI control.
This is literally like,
And
that's
off they
how I
go.
imagine it in the book. Is like, I'm gonna go and find a glorious death now. See you guys in a bit.
Yeah. Accurate Slayer lore enabled.
Felix is like, can I not just stay here with the
Yeah.
army?
I want to live. I didn't shame myself. We're going to take the hill. Great times. Good times. Do we need to throw these forward? Nah. That'll be fine. From a time.
Yeah, no great power is a fun mod, but it is OP. Just the idea is like, you know, when you get larger, you get that great power penalty. There's a mod that just removes that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like that's being like ignoring superpowers in the world. Being like, they're not a thing, are they? Whatever.
Because the reason that's there is to ensure that late game, when you have your large regions, that they're enticed into conflict, because it keeps the game more fun. But also, I do understand like that frustration where like long-term allies are suddenly hating you because you own all these territories they don't care about. This is why the mod's there.
Honestly, I quite like the power penalties because it's like it's the accurate representation of worry of someone, anyone, at any time, basically. Oh God, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Just because you've selected to AI control.
Oh right. Oh, now it's all screwed. Now it's all screwed. Oh. Ah! Pause. Now he's laughing. Could just correct all my mistakes, can't I? Yeah, I can.
So are mods free if you own the game? Yeah, mods are player made. They're all free. They should be free. Yeah, just go on the workshop on Steam, search through things. Big green button says subscribe. Click it, and when you launch the game next, you can double check through the mod manager that it's activated, and it should be ready to go.
Tell you what, giving the artillery to the AI as well, Tom. Oh, look. Off he trots. Right, what's he get? See, does that affect everyone around him? Because I feel like he needs that. Yeah, there you go. Because I don't know what his thing is. Oh, and is his damage distance as well, so they both can do it. Just he's so weak. This is a Slayer. Like, you... Oh, man, he's just getting mobbed. Alright, well, remember, guys, you chose to go ahead like this. Let's just throw that one out there.
Didn't mention Mix's Legendary Lords earlier on.
Yeah.
Fantastic mods. Great if you love your lore and you want to see an interpretation of how they can be put in the game. Highly recommend.
Kill them all in Beard's Reach! For the High King! Dwarf warriors! Right far, right fast!
I mean, they're holding their own, to be honest, for that 50% damage resistance. Fairly fine. Oh, right. Is this it? I just saw it. I saw a handshake in an icon, which I'm guessing is some kind of, like, we're best friends, like, boost. Because they're always meant to be played together. Do you see that? That. Blood Oath. Replenishes each other. What? Alright, now I no wonder I've been getting called a noob for just using Gotrek on his own. I've been like, oh, everyone's stupid. Like, just take the Slayer, that's all you need. Don't worry about the rest.
Just another mod that I completely forgot about, that's always worth checking out, is tabletop unit caps.
Oh, interesting.
So that one is, I don't know if the AI can use it. I think maybe it can, but the idea is in Warhammer Tabletop, your armies have a limited amount, so you could only have like 2 elites and a certain amount of core and fast attack, whatever, and it just kind of puts that in the game so that you can't have 12 steam tank armies and things like that. You have to fill it up with core troops, give you balanced armies.
I only actually think I've cheesed armies once like that. I think Tomb Kings it got to the point where it's like just ridiculousness. It's like, yeah, sure, alright, I need 12 Ushabti and like a Titan and something else. Like, that's an army? Sure.
I don't know, like by the end of the Lothan campaign on the Vortex, I've just got dragon stacks because I'm fed up with the chaos
stacks.
There's chaos armies that just come out and go, we're going to take your whole town now. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
nope.
like, no, you're not. No, you're really not.
Ah, cool, yeah. AI can use the tip-top caps.
Bam. Pump it. There we go. There we go. Go into town. Help Felix. Lord knows he needs it. I think we got this in the bag, Tom. Oh, they got artillery. Or was that my artillery? Oh, no, they have got artillery. Did not.
So now what you could do is assign all your infantry to the AI and then just manually control your grudge thrower and take pot shots.
So we can go bam, bam. If I just do that, take them off. Bam! Go nuts, everyone! Oh, wait, did I?
Yeah, you did the wrong
Whoops. There we go. Off we go, everyone. Right, can I reach them? Probably need to walk.
How do you manually control them again? Is it that one there?
Yeah, manual.
So I think it was Zerkovich did a video, and you can get better DPS if you manually control them.
Yeah, they fire quicker. I noticed this in FOTS.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, okay. This is not what I expected. Right, there's a unit. Okay, so manual fire mode. Okay.
Good luck aiming that. You won your manual fire.
Great, yeah, great. Everyone see me take up the reins, and that was enough to abandon it. Good times.
Tabletop heraldry for better faction banners. Good stuff. There was another one. I think it was like there's a couple of mods that do like big overhauls to banners and potions. Banner overhaul.
Banners and potions is a very specific set.
Yeah.
Like not banners and army colours or like potions and items, but banners and potions.
Yeah, HN banner overhaul. So, yeah, I love this one. Wait. No, was this? There's another one. But the idea is it's all of the, the little banners you can assign to units. Basically this mod aims to try and make them more visually impactful. We'll say visually, like quite a lot of the buffs in Total War like tend to be kind of tweaked here and there. And what this mod does is like let's make these banners visibly more beneficial by just giving them crazy effects, which is quite fun.
Cool. I like
Re-banner, yeah, re-banner and drink it. That's it. Yeah.
Re.
No use for
Can I get a re-banner?
Re.
Yeah, re-banner. There you go. Wallets, that's the one.
Nice. Like that. Like that a lot.
And I think it just adds a whole load of new ones in as well.
I just forget how much I love the Modern Empires map. And just so many feels, nostalgias, and other things. So we transfer in. To be fair, the computer's doing well on the turn times here. This is decent. Caravan raid. Ooh, smash the enemy.
Luke, that's a good one. Yeah, create a Lord mod. That was one of the ones that came out when the UI interface mod came out. And basically you can create a Lord and you can create them like it's like an RPG. Like
You create a lord that you
all the stats,
create them.
all the stats. You just you basically define your own like little lords, which is kind of cool.
I think again for anyone that loves sandbox in Total War games rather than sticking rigidly to history, like I want my guy, even if he's just a normal guy with my face and a net. That's enough.
Yep.
Like you just attach to it, right? Grudge Bear, level 8, doing well. Well, now I know. Oh, High King. Cool. Yeah, definitely. Easy pick. Okay, Barrow to Azabag. Cool.
So the question, like, do you want to keep this place?
Yeah, or am I just taking it for the sake of it? I mean, he's pushing in here, right? If we support him...
Barakvar always overextends itself, though.
Yeah, that's how it dies. That's always how it dies. Like, they've got 2 good armies, they've got tons of warriors. They will get caught short. That is the guarantee.
Armor is for maidens.
Armor is for maidens. Oh,
Yeah.
Brian.
Dry range reskins is another great mod. I mean, I'm basically just reading what people are saying, going, yeah, that's a great mod, because it is. They're all great mods.
Welcome to streaming, Tom.
Yeah, I just it's kind of like Christmas going on to the workshop for Warhammer 2, because you kind of go, oh, what's there? What new things are out there? And some days it's disappointing. It's just a couple of like samey old mods, but sometimes you get like real gems on there. And I'm not gonna lie, there's two really interesting ones out there at the moment. Unnatural Selection 2.
Come on, then, talk to me about Unnatural Selection 2.
That's the one that we talked about that earlier.
Did you play Natural Selection 2?
I think
the
so.
strategy
Is
game?
that the RTS/FPS?
Yeah. That's
I wasn't very good at it.
Like, it's like you can be base builder, but you can also be first person. I was like, how is this going to work?
Yeah.
But that's cool. What's this doing?
So this one is you start. So at the start of your campaign, you can go through every playable faction, and you can buff the strength or debuff them for every single playable faction. And the idea is, if you're like playing a game, you're like, in all my campaigns, high elves always dominate. You can just nerf them, and it details in the description how it nerfs them. But the idea is then you finalize it, boom, and now you have a campaign with these settings, and the factions are slightly tweaked.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science, it's a bit of a blunt edge, but actually it looks really interesting. And the dude's got graphs on there, and you can't argue with data.
Oh, like, yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree. The end game...
So he shows you some of the changes. Like, I literally have just seen this like 20 minutes before we came on stream, and I'm like, oh, I have to check that one out.
Like, there is some defining points in it, I swear. Because I always say to guys, like, if you can just go to the nearest unique large capital city near you and take that person out, guaranteed they're the person that wins the region, because they've got the 10-slot city later on. So if you can rush Hex or Attal or whatever, or rush the Awakening where Luther is or something, great stuff, because that helps a lot. But this is awesome, like, all the way throughout. You know what? Greenskins are actually a horrible problem. Like, bam, they're up 2 or something. There's going to be hordes everywhere. Like, that's cool.
So that's one that's genuinely got my interest.
News of your conquest spreads far
looks really
and wide.
cool. And some guys have talked about OVN Lost Factions. Looks interesting. Gonna have to look into that one. There's a great old Gotrek hero can level up and stay forever mod. So that's kind of interesting.
Oh, nice. So you just get them.
Yes, it kind of takes away the mechanic of them a little bit.
They're meant to travel the land.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's
So
why all their books are about every other enemy, isn't it?
Yeah. But then there's also, like, they all stay for 999 turns, fully leveled. You know, not all of these are for me, but for a lot of people, I mean, it's got 4 stars. Like, that's what, again, going back to the, I sound like a parrot, but it's what the great thing about the modding community is. It's just, there's a mod for everyone. And I guess.
Sorry, Tom, are you trying to say there's some great things about the modding community? There's a mod for everyone. I'm not quite getting that
not been
message.
paying attention?
Yeah, well, I mean, just wondered if you could maybe rehash a few points for us.
Gonna have to talk to your manager about
Yeah, how are you now? How are you now? Performance plan. You and me are going to insert my performance plan somewhere after this stream.
So there's immersive and lawful lizardmen and Skaven names. That's cool.
That's cool. Oh, actually, that's what I was going to say. Looking at Gotrek and Felix, if anyone was wondering, obviously there wasn't a giveaway today, but what there is in the top corner is Gotrek and Felix as a thing to have in your campaign is now completely free. It's past its kind of White Dwarf date, so if you do not have it and want it, much like what's his face with the beard and the White Dwarf,
Grombrindle?
Grombrindle.
Yeah, Grombrindle.
Much like Grombrindle, you just need to head online and grab it. In this case, here. Go on to Total Access. It's run by our lovely BM Spencer. He's a great guy. He'll appreciate it. Go to Access. You just have to whack in like an email or something, and then you can get them into your game. And then they pop up like this, so you just have this like roaming army just there with 2 heroes that like combine with each other. It's fun. They can be Empire Dwarves or Bretonia, or maybe High Elves, not sure. They pop up a lot of
definitely
people.
Like the Order factions is the
or use that mod where they might come in for anyone and forever.
Yeah.
Great. Use a mod, as we're saying. So I haven't put that yet. So please feel free to go to Access if you do need to. It's good times. And we're actually near the end, Tom.
Yeah, I know.
It's flown by.
I wasn't sure how long I had to be here. I was like, I've got to shoot off and get my train soon.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can finish 5 minutes early if you need to nip out the door quick.
It's fine. Stay here for the modders.
Oh my lord! Look at this.
Yeah,
Oh
Duck
my
yours,
lord!
I'll agree. Kitaf is a fantastic modder. All of his stuff's great. I also love his mod descriptions. They're hilarious.
This is not good.
No mod's gonna save you now, mate.
Yeah. Great. I can't even afford to build walls. Great. Okay, and I can't really move. I can move back a little bit.
To battle!
No, didn't want to do
You
that.
could win that.
Oh, no, I wanted to...
But not in the time we have left.
Yeah, and also I've got 3 armies coming at me, so I need to
Move
break
the
that so I can
front.
move away.
Good.
I need to... Have I got enough to...
Grenier's
I haven't got enough to
axe
ambush.
first.
Oh, I can get to barracks. Where's back? I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. There's a garrison there. 6 more units. That'll help me. Cool. Right. Yeah. But this is basically the end kind of point, I'd say. It's been fun.
Yeah,
I've liked it.
Cool.
It's been good. We've been able to show every mod in its correct way.
Yeah, and talk about pretty much every other mod as well.
Crikey, there's a lot of range to cover, isn't there?
There's a lot, yeah.
Any ending comments overall? Any
If
player experience manager messages to go out?
I'll stick with the modding. So if you've never used a mod before, check out the totalwar.com FAQ for the mods. There's some questions there, and then once you've read that and you kind of got a feel for it, go to the Steam workshop and start subscribing to stuff and have fun. And if you're looking to be a modder, check out for the CNC modding Discord. I've posted a couple of links in Twitch chat, but I'm sure if you ask on Reddit, someone will quickly send you a link. And that's a great place to get into the modding community for Total Warhammer and other Total War games and get skilled up.
This is a giant fight, and we haven't really got time, so I also have to be off on time. So I will take us back to Big Face Cam. Bam.
I just said my finishing piece. I was ready to be like...
Yeah, no, you don't just get to mic drop off the air. We have to do it together. Messages from me. Let's see. If you liked this and want to see more of the main man, Tom P, I say more. On occasion, we'll get some mods together, do a spotlight. Is that what we're calling it? Yeah, mod spotlight, mod stream.
Oh, I thought, because we couldn't have Mod Monday, because I'm busy on Monday. What about midweek Mod Madness? That's your alliteration.
It's the requirement that has an alliterating title. I think everyone agree on that one. So, yeah, if you would like to see more mods, I guess on any title, we could even roam this into Throwback Thursday if we needed to when you're playing older titles and want to see some mods on one of them as well. So that's really made me think how cool the campaigns could be on the old ones. But it kind of defies the point of the original designers talking about the original game in hindsight. We'll find a way. That's great. As I said, grab your Scott Trick Melee stuff from Access. We're back tomorrow. Me and Dom, or Dom and Tom, or Dom and Pete come to the season finale of FOTS. Join us for that one. Should be good. And I believe also we've got a BAFTA art stream coming up somewhere in the future. Keep an eye out for that. If you like seeing kind of the art bits and stuff. I think this one actually might not be art, it might be music. Either which way, BAFTA stream some point soon. And yeah, thanks for joining us. It's been some great stuff. It's going to appear over my face, but one last time. The mods that we featured today are Abandoned Region by Smokin and then Passon Rouge. We featured the AI General 2 Spectator mod with Hambango. We put in the Balance Skill Points mod for your heroes with Devon752. Thanks for watching in the chat, buddy. Building Progress Icons 2, Spartan 6, HN and Yorha. Great stuff there. And finally, the Decline Diplomacy mod by Maranthyl or Marthenil.
Yep.
I'm dyslexic. Cool. And then if you do need the schedule, so obviously if you caught the Ever Chosen at the weekend, that was good times. Today is Modest Stream, and we will be back next week for CA versus the World. Great. So that's that. Mate, we're on budget for sound effects, so you got to bring it to life yourself, okay? That's everything.
Sweet.
Great. Tom, thank you so much for joining me.
It's been a pleasure.
Awesome stuff.
Cheers, guys.
We will see you later, next time.